feel like most of my life I've been a super inconsistent person. That's why this YouTube channel is really difficult for me to try to maintain weekly uploads. The month of June I tried 2 videos a week, but I don't think that is sustainable for me. But yeah, this even goes back to me skateboarding. I was always such an inconsistent skateboarder, and then there's some skateboarders that literally everything they try, they just land. And it's the same thing with filmmaking. Like, you have to be consistent and keep putting things out there in order to better yourself, and that's what I'm really trying to go for this year. I told myself this year was the year I'm really going to go for it, and I have been doing that. Last year was a lot of planting seeds, and this year's as well, planting seeds, and a lot of stuff is like coming to fruition now, which is super exciting. I'm going to Ecuador in 2 weeks from now. I'm actually DPing this. It's called Outdoor Eats. It's a camping show. So we'll see how that goes. That's going to be an experience. I'm not much of a camper. If you've been at this filmmaking thing for however many years, like, please keep going, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. And sometimes it just feels like you're just doing things aimlessly and you're just like, what the hell am I doing? Where the hell am I going? I felt that way for a really long time, and I still get like that sometimes. You just have to stay consistent and keep going and doing things when you don't feel like doing them. That was a big thing for me. I feel like in the past I would just do things based on emotion. If I didn't feel like uploading a video, I wouldn't get to upload it. Even filming this video right now, I felt a lot of resistance to doing it because I'm out in the public and, you know, people looking at me and stuff. But this year's just a lot about facing the fears and just freaking going for it. You really do only have one life, and just making the most out of it. I think you have to set these like hard deadlines and boundaries on yourself in order to actually move forward. Because at the end of the day, there's no boss, there's no one telling you what to do. This is like all up to you, all on yourself. And especially because this is a creative career path, it could be so easy to just let things slip through the cracks because you don't take it 100% seriously. You're like, oh, it doesn't really matter. But no, it does. The things you put out into the world, those things do matter. And you never know who's watching. You never know who is going to see it. I feel like half of being a filmmaker is like just believing in yourself. And if you've made things in the past, you're technically a filmmaker. Being a filmmaker takes time. It takes years. I thought I would get where I am now in like a couple years, but no, it's taken me 4 or 5 years to build up to where I actually want to be, which is now. And then when you get here, you just want to keep going and you want to do more and more. It's funny how that works. I feel like I'm kind of in between creative projects at the moment. I shot Gotta Get Up, Try Again, which is in post-production right now. If you're a filmmaker that wants to be creating their own work and doing cool things, like, please take that jump and make it happen for yourself, because no one's gonna make it happen for you. I was so scared my first few years of doing this and just hesitant of what people would think with YouTube and just, you know, reaching out to people and trying to make cool projects and stuff like that. But it feels so good when you actually do it and you actually start to make things happen. You start to realize like so much is actually up to you and you're capable of so much more. I really think you need to have that sort of relentless attitude of telling yourself by any means necessary, I'm gonna create my projects and make things happen. And you'd be so surprised at what you can accomplish if you do have that. Pretty much every single project, every single piece of content, there's that nagging voice in me that is telling me like, no, this is terrible. People are gonna think this is cringy. But it's really trusting yourself, really trusting yourself, really leaning in and telling yourself like, no, I could do this. I'm not gonna listen to this voice. I'm just gonna hit upload. I'm just gonna finish the project. I'm just gonna go for it. And you'd be so surprised at what you can accomplish if you do have that attitude toward your projects and the things that you put out into the world. Honestly, I would love to hear what you guys wanna see on the channel. I'm not a huge gear person. I don't really love talking about gear, but I like talking about the challenges of being a filmmaker. So let me know, I guess, what you struggle with as a filmmaker, and I feel like maybe I could speak to that as well. That's what I enjoy talking about, more of the mental side of being a filmmaker, because it could take a mental toll on you for sure. Anyways, this video was a bit of a ramble, but this was just one to stay consistent and hold myself accountable. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.